Happy Halloween!
Welcome to FlossTube, and I don't even know what to say. It's too my brain's
Too frazzled?
Yeah.
I love it!
All right, what do we usually say?
Welcome, FlossTube. This is Karen with KAV Studio Creations. Hi, I'm Jason. Oh no, you should do that.
And this is Jason.
With Karen. So, happy Halloween. These are our pseudo costumes. This was my costume from last year, sort of. Oh, it's got cool embroidery. FlossTube would like that. My mom has a embroidery machine. That's the word. And so it's got these cool embroideries and this nice faux fur. So, yeah. Anyway, so we decided we'd dress up for Halloween.
Yeah, I was like, it would be fun to dress up, but there's no reason to dress up. And so, since we were doing a FlossTube today, we decided to dress up.
Curse you, COVID! But yeah.
And this year we did this braids with beads.
Yes, so I've got Norse beard beads. Even though, as I was doing some research to see if I get like authentic hairstyles, they don't think the Norse wore beard beads. Because they had combs and they didn't have beard beads. They didn't have beads that would go in their beards that have been found archaeologically speaking. Not saying that some didn't, because there was a lot of individuality in Nordic cultures. Anyway, I'm a geek. Welcome.
And then
but we're here to talk about flossing.
My costume, Jason made me this cape for Christmas a few years ago.
Beautiful cape. I love this cape.
And with his help of his mom.
Actually, Mom would say that I did more of it. Like, I actually did most of it.
But she was giving you instructions and stuff.
She did. She helped with like some pointers and stuff, but my mom still would be like, no, you made it. Own that you made it.
So it's got this
for once, I'll own that I made
feathery
it.
stuff, and it's velvety, and then it's got like this satiny on the inside. So, and then I bought this at a store. It's technically a headband, but it can work as a crown, sort of thing. So.
She's my queen.
So, let's get to the cross stitching, because that's what you're here for. And my hair still feels like a huge mess, but that's okay. So,
some FFOs.
Yeah. So this was, from, well, this is my cross stitch journal. These are some old ones.
And this is a blank page, right?
Yeah. I have a few blank pages of things I want to put on those pages.
Okay.
So then I have, these are the silhouettes I did, from, let me read it. Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, September, October 1987, and it's on 18 count off-white Aida. And I just used ords to create these. And then I just finished them in my cross stitch journal with some...
Is this the only thing in the cross stitch journal?
There's nothing past that.
To show? Okay.
So I added some stickers and a little bit about them, and I think it looks pretty cute. You know, use some scrapbooking paper. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. It's a nice addition to my cross stitch journal.
It's so hard to show this and see what I'm showing. But yes, so that's the first FFO.
So
they look super cute. I still wish that we would have put them up somewhere, but our house is getting inundated with cross stitches. I'm sure nobody else in this community has that problem. But yeah.
And I was gonna get more FFOs done, but
this is technically an FFO.
I guess it's not fully finished.
Wait, do you have it? Yeah, you do. Yeah, this is an FFO.
Okay, we're gonna go with this. Talk about this now.
This is, so here's the FFO. Okay, so this is the actual cross stitch.
And I didn't write it down. Let me see. It should be in here, what it was stitched on.
It's like, I want to say 18.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, this is linen.
28 count, picture this plus bramble. And I used a variety of floss.
They were fancy floss, right?
Yeah. So I did this for the cover of this, my cross stitch gifts journal. So I came.
So the cross stitch itself is technically not FFO'd, but it was stitched for this purpose.
Yeah. And then if you turn to the back, like I have the rest of the fabric showing on the back. So yeah. That's what that was for, and I had a lot of fun stitching it.
So I'm going to show some pages because I can. So this is an example page. That's why it's in black and white. In her actual journal thing, this would be like, I'm just going to show a page so they can see.
So this one I started filling out for myself.
I'm going to use this one because that's generic, and a lot of them have people's names on them.
That's okay.
So
I was going to show all of them. kind of to show how it is. So I started with, when I first learned to cross stitch in 2007.
Yeah.
I made Christmas presents for all my family members. So these are my first cross stitches. And so, yeah, I made one for each person. And so then there's places where you can put like the recipient, the date given, modifications, what the pattern was.
This way you can still have like a record of all the cross stitches you do, even if you give them away. So
yeah, and so I also have just this form available for free on my Gumroad. So you can go to Gumroad and get that for free. But if you want the book and the pattern for the cross stitch, those are available on Amazon.
Oh yeah, so I can show some of that. Why are there so many? Is it in the front?
What?
Yeah, it's in the front. So like it's got an actual like it's got the cross stitch pattern for the cross stitch in the front of the book.
And there's a lot of threads. So I have the ones I used. I have the DMC conversion, and then let's see if we can show this. So I also have a place where you can put your own conversion because I used because it was so many fancy floss. I used a lot of ones that I already had in my stash. And so I'm encouraging you, if you decide to stitch it, to try to use ones from your stash. Change them to colors you want. Like I put the gift in the center as purple because purple's my favorite color. Well, maybe your favorite color is blue.
While at the same time, I personally love this gift here.
Oh,
I like this one and this one and this one.
The blue ones
because I like blue.
Your favorite color.
But I really like this one here. It's like it just looks so pretty. Oh. And I love like the tealish greenish blues on this one. Love it. And then this one, yeah, I just love it all.
So I had a lot of fun stitching that. I had a lot of fun designing it. The only place you can get the pattern is in the book. But
just wondering, for those who may not have any interest in the book, would you ever think about making the pattern itself sellable?
The thing is the book is $10, and I would probably sell this pattern for $7 as a digital download. It really is kind of just an extra for the book. Little extra.
That's not too bad.
So, I mean, if there was interest, I would be willing to make it available as a digital download, but it just doesn't seem worth it to me to make it an Etsy fee if there's not interest in someone having the digital download when the physical pattern is available.
Okay. So, if they want the book, where do they go?
Amazon. So, I will have a link below to my Amazon, to the book, I guess. My Amazon page, which only has that book on it. So, yeah. That's something new. It's cool. It seems like old news now because it's been here for a couple weeks, but
it's been a while since we've been able to talk.
Yeah,
so
it's been 3 weeks, and it was inspired by some FlossTubers. I should probably say their names. So the idea came out
excuse me,
in part because Barbara's daughter was talking about doing a cross-stitch journal, which Michelle Bendy, Stitchy has really made big in the community, and that's where my cross-stitch journal idea came from. But this idea she said she was considering putting photos of pieces she'd gifted in her cross-stitch journal, and I was like, that would be so cool. And then I was thinking of how Amanda May has books where people can record like information about their projects, and so just like all those ideas together made me think to do this. And as you can see, I'm using it for myself. Sorry. To record gifts I've given. So.
And the thing is like you don't have to just put gifts in there. You can do all of your cross stitches. So if you want to make this your cross stitch journal, that could be it too.
I mean, yeah, you could do that too if you wanted to do pictures and put the information about it. So yeah, it's available in my Etsy shop. And if you just want the PDF is a fillable PDF, so you could like type in your information and print it out and just like put it in a binder or something, and then put the pictures on. And I left the back open in case you have vertical pictures or if you want to put multiple pictures. So that's my cross-stitch journal.
Yep. So now to finishes. First one, Karen is super excited about.
I did.
Drum roll. It's Cinnamon Stars. She finished Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers.
And this didn't turn out exactly how I expected it to, but hey.
There were so many things about it where we were like, we'll just leave it.
But this was stitched on, where is it? Mushroom, even weave. 28 count mushroom, even weave, 2/2. So for the most part, it's the same as the pattern. However, one thing is the pumpkins. The pumpkin color, most of the pumpkins are that color and the pattern, and I just felt it looked too brown for me. So I used some other ones that I had, and this one right here, I don't know if you can see it, but I tried a Karen Water Lilies, and it was much too bulky for my taste for this fabric. So I just used one of the called for colors. So one of these pumpkins was called for a color, I think maybe that one, and so I just made some more pumpkins that color. So the pumpkins aren't the same as the pattern. The other thing is so this star, it's what's on the pattern, but it's not what it looks like in the model. The model looks like this one, but these colors are dark. So I had finished stitching this one and started on this one when I realized that it wasn't looking like the pattern, and I just ended up deciding to go with it because I didn't want a frog. So, and also I did.
It looks good. Like, it doesn't look bad.
I did sign and date this one. I usually don't do that anymore, since a lot of them are gifts or they're model stitches or they're small. But I really did want to have my initials on this one. So, yeah.
So one last look. It looks amazing. And yeah.
And I've decided how I want to fully finish it, and I was going to do that this week, but then my back pain flared up, so I was not able to do that kind of thing.
I was about to be like, how are you planning on fully finishing it? And then I was like, wait, oh yeah, it's all over our front room floor.
Yeah, because I was going to do it, and then I had it all set out to work on, and it didn't happen. Maybe this next week. My back's feeling a lot better, so.
Is that from this?
Yeah. So,
the next finish.
So, this is from Just CrossStitch, the Christmas one for this year, Christmas ornaments. So I was going to do all of this one in Orts, but I got the center. I changed some of the colors, and I did the center, and I really liked how that looked. So I decided to just do that part.
Do you know how you're going to finish it?
I was just going to make it into a Christmas card to send to somebody.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
But, keep showing it just because I want to show it while we say the details. So it's, like I said, it's using Orts, and it's on tea-dyed Irish linen, 28 count Lugana, 2/2. And it's by My Big Toe Designs, Deborah Booth. Like I said, from Just CrossStitch, Christmas Ornaments 2020. And since I was doing that, I didn't do the flowers that were around it. So on the other side of this piece, I'd had this piece I'd started, and this bottom one was from Lizzie Kate Little Mystery Sampler. And it was just a motif from it, but I was using the DMC equivalents, and I was not liking how it looked. It didn't look like the pattern, so I just abandoned it. Also, this fabric is not quite even. It's slightly, things end up either slightly thinner or wider depending on where you do it.
So it goes like this as you stitch.
So this is just going to be used for Ort stitches, but I used some longer Orts I had to do one of those flowers and added a little stem. So I don't know what I want to do with that. It might just end up in my CrossStitch journal. But yeah, so I have a little bit more of this. Actually, I think I have more elsewhere too, but that I'll, stitch some more. What we're calling Ort works on it.
Karen whips.
So I also worked on St. Lucy's Light. And this is by the Little Stitcher, Laura Rimola. And this is also in the Just CrossStitch Christmas 2020. So that's what it looks like.
And that's what it looks like.
So I'm just doing it on some 14 count blue 8 I had. I think it's funny, like I haven't done the center part, and it's where she's holding the light, and it looks kind of like a bear's face to me in the center.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a bear or Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. But it's just, the center of a circle in her hands. So this next one is The Garden Glade by Carriage House Samplings, and I am just doing this girl in the center. And I'm picking my own colors. So I'm using some Victorian model floss that I was gifted. So I just made more progress on the dress. I made some mistakes and just went with it because I didn't want to unpick. This is really just a for fun thing. I am stitching it just cross country. I'm not, even though it's a variegated floss, I'm just stitching it cross country. So
you still end up with the variegations. It's
a little bit of variegation, but like super. And that is on some 14 count Ada that I hand dyed. So that's just a fun piece. I am planning to have it be a part of the diversity and inclusion SAL. I'm going to change her face and hair color. So, yeah. And I've been listening this week as I work on it. What's the book? It's like How to Be an Anti-Racist or something. So that's a cool book. Like, I'm learning things, and it's different perspectives in some things. And it's interesting because I've read some other anti-racist books, and it has some different perspectives in those books. So it's fun to get like different perspectives and different thoughts on it all, and to keep learning.
Yep. Next one is Cinderella Slipper.
It's okay. And this is from CrossStitch Magazine, October 2018, by Susan Penny, and it's on 28 count opalescent hand-dyed Lugana, and I'm doing it 2/2.
I don't know where it goes. So it's coming along beautifully. Karen and I were talking about this earlier this morning. Okay, good. And she's made a lot of progress. I think she's over halfway done.
Not halfway done. Maybe halfway done with the black.
Oh, halfway done with black is what I meant.
Yeah. I still have some gray and beads. But so I just worked some more on this vining area over here. So just a little bit more progress. Bit by bit. I'll eventually get this done. Eventually. I started it, I think, in 2019.
I'm still trying to think of how we'll finish it.
I mean, I'd love to frame it, but I don't know if that's going to be a possibility.
Oh, because it's so big and
yeah, and finding a frame that would work.
It would have to be like specifically framed.
Or finding one that would work. I don't know.
Oh,
it's still a long way away. Yeah,
that goes in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I got you.
The project bag for that. So I also, since I finished my black cats, I was going to show that again. So I finished my black cats sitting on jack-o'-lanterns, which is now, I've updated the listing on Etsy so that it includes the combo one where they're all together. So that was my
Witchy Wednesday that you would work on.
So now I'm doing Old Whip Wednesday. So I worked more on this. It's the 100 Embroidery SAL by Fiber Artists of Facebook, but they only ended up releasing 33. It was supposed to be 100, but I just did this one. It's the, I can't read it.
Cornered cross stitch.
It's not cornered.
That's what it says. Oh, combined cross stitch.
Combined cross stitch, and that was fun. I really enjoyed that one. And I'm just using old floss.
Try to cover up Karen's face to see if it'll focus. Nope, it won't focus.
And it's on 14 count natural Aida. So just, maybe one stitch a week. I was going to do one this week, but I didn't. I worked on it. I pulled out a UFO that I'm planning to hopefully finish, and trying to figure out what to do with that. So I spent time doing that this past Wednesday rather than actually stitching.
Still looks so cool. I love these.
That's fun. And then Jason did some stitching too.
I did. FlossTube, you will be so pseudo proud of me. I don't want to say you'll be proud of me because you have to decide that. But I finally finished the dark part of his wings. So these two ones here, I've finished those. This is going to be his tail. It's going to curve around and stuff. So I'm thinking I have another small... Ooh, I don't want to lose those. Sorry, those are the threads. I have another like half piece of thread that's long enough to use. So I think I'm going to finish that dark piece and get as far as I can here. And then I'm going to switch to the lighter color to fill this in and then finish filling in the wing. I think I'm going to do that next. But that's where I got with it.
And it's looking really good.
So.
And this is on 14 count hand-dyed Aida.
Yeah.
And did you show the original? We didn't show the...
Oh, I didn't show the original pattern. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a second.
And this is by Jamie Lawson White Willow Stitching. So, it's looking really good.
Yeah. I might get it done in time for Christmas. Yeah. Thankfully, I've got my sister's presents done and my little brother's presents done. So I've got...
Not fully finished.
Not fully finished. Well...
Stitched.
No, I still need to fully finish my sister's too, don't I?
Oh, yeah, you do.
So, yeah, they're stitched. I just haven't fully finished them. I'm not going to fully finish my little brother's until I'm ready to fully finish this too, so I can do them both at the same time because I'm going to do them the same way. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've also been model stitching. Working on that still. So we're going to take a short break and because I have a lot of haul. So we'll take a short break so we can get set up for that.
Yes, we need to clear my phone off of this video and then we will come back later. I think I'm going to change.
Okay, that's fine. I think I'm going to take off this and this.
Yeah. So we're going to change a bit. There's going to be, but happy Halloween. We still love Halloween. I feel like I look really weird as these things just dangle. But yeah, we'll be back in a bit. And we'll be back now. Nope, I didn't push the button right.
Okay, we're back.
Yes.
For all the haul.
And feeling a lot more comfortable. I love dressing up, but at the same time, like, everything just feels kind of oppressive. So, the first thing, it came from...
Cross-stitching supplies.
CrossStitching supplies.
So originally I thought I'd have this before my last video, but it took a detour to Florida. So I went from Indiana to Florida to Virginia. So it took a little bit longer to get here.
Are you already stitching on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is, so I got this parchment.
Can I show
Ada.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This 16 count parchment Ada. And I am already stitching on it. Some patterns I'm hoping to release soon.
What's on this one?
It's the Christmas ornaments.
Okay. I don't know which ones it is.
I finished stitching one yesterday. I showed it to you.
Which one?
It's over.
We'll talk later. They also, I love cross-stitching supplies because they send a little freebie.
Yeah, she
every time.
says she's once she runs out of the freebie, she's gonna stop doing that. But for now, I still get some freebies.
They seem like they're just like really small.
It's a 1% thing.
Leftover.
Oh, the little leftover things. Yeah.
It's just like a little leftover scrap, and it's really neat to get this every time because they're just random colors, random things, and it's always nice.
Yeah, it's helpful because now it's like, oh, now I know what Ren looks like. People talk about Ren all the time, but now I know what it looks like in person. So now I can be like, oh, well, do I want to design something on this and actually have a design that I would like to put on this?
So it seems, now that I'm actually reading it, it seems like it's maybe like a sample that the people send her. But I thought that they were just like, this is a scrap that's this big that's not really that good to try to give to someone. But anyway, and then she got a lot of DMC flosses.
I got some DMC flosses and I got some fancy floss for some projects.
Excuse me.
The DMC are just for my stash that's running low on. And these ornaments I'm stitching, I am almost out of one of the flosses, so I may be doing another order for her because Jason looked at Walmart yesterday and it was not there. So
our Walmart doesn't have that many. I did notice yesterday when I went to Walmart that they've gotten more floss. They used to just have 2 rows, and then they added it to 3, and now it's at 4 rows of floss.
I thought it was always 4, but maybe.
No, they were taking them out at one time, and they started building them up again. My hair dried funny. Okay. The next thing is, we talked about this on our last video.
You do that while I start sorting this other
Yeah,
stuff.
that's fine. We talked about this on our last video. A coworker of Karen's, she recently, she had something happen. She went in the hospital.
She doesn't cross-stitch anymore. She's had this actually set aside for a while.
Because she's an older lady, and so she gave us 4 totes full of stuff.
Yeah, 4 totes. But
it was like 3 totes and then that little crate thing. So in it, there are tons of cross-stitch books.
And some of the stuff was like knitting stuff, which I don't knit. So I gave those to my family who do knit and cross-stitch. Not cross-stitch.
Knit and crochet.
Crochet, that's the word I was looking for.
So we got a ton of books. We will not be using all of these. So these will probably be going into the giveaway rotation. So, there are a lot of books.
But some of these are look at these. I have 1 book of these. Now I have 2 more.
Yeah. So.
And I love that book. So I haven't looked closely through these, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to love these ones too.
And then at the same time, there's also kits. Some of them have been started. Some of them haven't. But, there's just a ton of kits.
They're so cute.
There are, there's just, and then there's also, oh, I didn't realize this. There's bibs and stuff.
Yeah.
You could design bib things and put them on bibs. That's
There's
awesome.
just tons of cool things. And even this.
Ooh. That one didn't quite finish airing out.
Stockings. I don't know if I would want to stitch a stocking. I've seen people stitching stockings and I'm like, because I don't really need a stocking. Jason's mom made ones with her embroidery machine, but.
And they look wonderful and they're great for us. And I'm sure that whenever we have kids, mom will probably want to stitch a stocking for them too.
Right. So we might just go with those stockings and maybe give away these ones. I think it would be fun to do those mini stockings. Misty Pursel just released this thing that has this Noël Rouge and it has this really cute mini stocking. I kind of want to stitch that one, but I don't know that I would stitch a big stocking.
Because I know you'll want to show this fabric.
I've seen the ones that other people are stitching. I know Nell from Little Yellow House Stitching. She's stitching one right now. And she also recently showed the ones she stitched for the rest of her family. And those are gorgeous. Those are Dimension Kids. And I'm like, whoa,
Oh,
too
that
much
little
work for
book
me.
goes with this.
I mean, I guess I could, but like I said, I don't know. Oh,
That little book goes with this. So there's a kit. That book that I showed with the sailboat on it. That goes with this. It's got the pattern in it. Okay. But it's got 24 of the most beautiful DMC embroidery floss colors. One of them at least is missing, maybe more. And it's...
Let me see what color these are. It would be awesome if this had the color I needed.
Oh gosh, if it had the color you needed, that would be hilarious.
Ah, no.
It doesn't?
No, it has $8.94. I need $8.95.
Ah. Well, there's also a lot of threads in here, and some of them are DMC.
Are some of them DMC? I thought they weren't DMC.
Well, it looks like these are DMC, Karen.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think any of those look like the color I need.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, is it a pink you're needing?
No, it's a green.
It's a green? Oh, okay. There's some greens in here. But yeah, it's like there's tons of stuff in here. And there's threads from other companies.
Like, these could be used especially for like making, for finishing, for the cording. So, anyways, there's tons of stuff here.
Yeah, and then it also had like some stuffing, some batting, some things like that. And then also had some like cute fabrics. So like this is just some really cute pastel. This would be good for the other Winnie the Pooh blanket.
Oh yeah, for the back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, this would be perfect for that one. So okay, we're not pregnant. This is not an announcement video. I want to preface with that, but Karen has stitched 2 of the Winnie the Pooh.
Some Winnie the Pooh kits I had, and so
that my mama gave her.
That we want to make into kits.
We want to make into quilts
for our kids.
Yeah.
Whenever we have them.
Because we already have the first boy and the first girl name picked, so we went ahead and made the blanket for the quilt for the first boy, and the Winnie the Pooh sampler or the kit is stitched for the first girl, and that would be pretty. I think that would look beautiful for a little girl blanket for the back of it. That would be awesome.
So planning ahead so that like when I'm actually pregnant and not wanting to do anything, we'll already have that part done.
Yep. We're a little crazy because like we already have a nursery, we already have things set up, but we're not pregnant and don't have kids.
I plan ahead. Probably too much sometimes, but it can be good sometimes too.
It's fun. So okay. Is this all the haul from this one place?
I think so.
Or let's go over this.
There's so much haul, so it's like a big mess.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let's finish Judy stuff.
Oh, there's that other thing. Yeah. So I'm scared to show this to you because the lid is kind of popping off.
We'll just put it down. Don't.
I can hold the lid. So it's
all these old spools, and like they look like there's some wood ones in there, which I've seen people use for like finishing and stuff, and just because they're cute.
Oh yeah, even some of the bigger ones are wooden.
Yeah. So those are cool.
And then there's some buttons and a measuring tape. And I thought I saw some needles in there. Oh yeah, they're at the bottom in the sponge. But yeah, she gave us a lot of stuff.
And there's more. There's like some frames and some hoops and just all sorts of stuff.
Some jingle bells.
Yeah.
Lots of Christmas decorations because she knows that we like Christmas. So this, all of this, and more.
Yeah.
Came from your mom.
Mm-hmm.
So Karen's working on finishing the Cinnamon Stars, thank you. All I could think was mushroom because it's stitched on my. I'm so out of it. Karen's finishing the Cinnamon Stars, and so she needed some more fabric because she didn't have all the she didn't have all the kinds of fabrics that she would have liked. It wasn't really, the color wasn't coming together right. So this will probably be used for the back of what she's doing.
And then my mom was just going through some fabric, and this was fabric she didn't want. So once again, more finishing fabric. So yeah. And then even better. So I have the strawberry that I've stitched but I haven't finished, and people say like it's good to use wool felt rather than just like the acrylic felt that you get at the store usually, like the I just pick up at Walmart and usually use for finishing. So my mom had all this wool felt, so I took a stack.
Is it going to be this small, or will you need to use multiples?
No.
Oh, this is just for the top.
Yeah, the top of the strawberry.
Gotcha.
So I
don't know why. I thought that it was like needed for the back of the strawberry. No, the strawberry. That's so dumb.
So these are actually from uniforms. Virginia Military Institute is nearby, and some lady we know had gotten some old uniforms and cut them all up. So I have lots of wool felt.
So that all came from her mom.
I was really excited about that wool felt because I was debating on whether to buy some or just go with the acrylic felt that I already had. So now I don't have to worry about it.
And from Walmart, we got some
finishing supplies. So that was my first time going to the store in over 6 months. So I've done it.
I'm shaking the table so bad.
I've done it once now. I still don't like doing it, but I will continue to.
She did a really good job.
So Jason was there with me, which was helpful too. But I realized part of it is I was taking something that's already somewhat stressful.
I didn't go to the gas station yesterday. Sorry.
And adding some more stress on it with adding the mask and the distancing and all that kind of stuff. So like going to the post office isn't a stressful thing for me because I've gone to a lot for my work, so I know the workers. It's a small post office. So going to the post office with a little extra stress isn't that bad. But taking already stressful situations and making them more stressful, I've realized, is what makes it really difficult for me. So thankfully Jason's willing to do all of the shopping. Let's finish Walmart before we move on.
Oh, there's more Walmart? Oh, okay, yeah. Because yesterday I went to Walmart and I got... So, she sent me, what was it, like 7, 8 different types of floss you needed? And so anyway, I got 3 of each of the ones that she gave me to get. So, got a bunch of DMC floss yesterday from Walmart.
Unfortunately, I did not have the one I needed the most, but...
I got what they had. Anything else from Walmart?
I don't think... Oh, this was from Walmart.
Okay.
And this was from Walmart. And this was from Walmart.
Usable interfacing, white thread.
And some more finishing fabric.
So, lots of fabric this week.
Yeah. And I also got my next just CrossStitch. It's kind of gotten bent because it's been stuck in all this haul. But it's got some cute patterns. I can't even remember hardly.
It's been a long time. Oh, that one was cute. I like that one. This one is the floss. Like, the floss is... Oh, that is intense to me. I like that they included a Star of David for Hanukkah.
I don't know. There's just lots of cute things, so that was fun to get.
I like it when...
And of course, this one's beautiful.
And then Amazon.
Yeah,
These came from Amazon.
Yep.
And this came from Amazon.
I know. Well, yeah. Actually, that did come from
Do you have a copy?
Copy of what?
This. Okay, so I just need to pull one out.
All this stuff is making my nose itchy.
Sorry for shaking the table.
I'm gonna cut some of this out.
So from Amazon, she got some more things to make hoops to hold the thread. We got some knobs to do finishing for those poles.
And they're a little too big, but Jason says one with glue in there should be okay.
Yeah, because the glue can take up the extra spot, and it'll be fine.
And then we got some twine. It's not twine. It says it's macrame knot thread, but it's to hold up the wall hangings.
We got something that looks like twine.
Yeah.
To help hold up the wall hangings the way that I'm wanting them. And then Karen got her book order in for the CrossStitch gift journals, which we've talked about earlier in the episode. I'm just going to hold on to it for a second. Okay.
So then I also, these ornaments I'm stitching right now, I submitted them to Just CrossStitch, which they didn't get accepted, so now I'm stitching them and thinking to release them. But when I was looking for finishing supplies, because I wanted to use some mini palm trim on them, I went online and I was like, most of the places were out, or like I was having a hard time finding it. And so I just bought it rather than waiting, because I was going on just to look, but then I ended up buying some from 2 shops. So some for some Halloween designs and for some Christmas designs. So those ones I got from Spun Sugar Quilt Designs.
I was gonna be wrong.
And then the other...
Why is this stuck to it? Oh, it is stuck to it. Oh, that's not...
is from CrossStitch Express, and both these were Etsy sellers. So some more trim, so chenille trim and some pom-pom trim. And she also sent this free CrossStitch pattern, which is cute. So since then I've realized Lady Dot Creates has a shop on Etsy. Why she doesn't come up when you search for Lady
Dots Creates is the one that
makes
has the pom-pom stuff.
So why she doesn't come, her shop doesn't come up when you search for it, I don't know. And she had like, there was one color that I kind of liked more than some of these, but everyone was out of it that I could see, which is once again one of the reasons why I was buying it so soon. But I now know she has a shop. I will link it below in case you want. I will link the other two shops as well, but I'll link hers as well in case you want.
There's going to be so much cleanup.
Because she...
Sorry. I just looked at everything that we're going to clean up here in a second.
But she does have a shop where you can get hers, which has like her full spread. So in the future, I will buy directly from her shop. But I enjoyed like trying out these other shops. And I'm excited to use the pom-pom trim. Hopefully they'll match. Like I said, I'm stitching these ornaments, which I'm now double doubting. I don't know. I'm doubting my color choices, but it's more that they're cool tones, which is what I tend towards, and I think that they would fit maybe a little better if they were warmer tones, but I'm probably just going to keep with the cool tones because I've already stitched one and I'm starting to stitch in the other. But if you want to buy the pattern and make them warmer tones, you can. So, long story short, it's a learning process as you cross stitch and as you design. Misty Pursel mentioned that in her recent FlossTube, and it's just a
trial and error.
And I could,
a lot of errors.
I could hold off and do a new colorway, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get them stitched and get them released, hopefully soon. If I can get that color.
So,
let's see.
Life updates been given away.
We forgot to bring the shelves. Jason bought these shelves that he was gonna put up on our wall to.
Oh. Yeah.
They're like.
I went into Dollar General looking for a
wooden pumpkin.
A wooden pumpkin, kind of like this.
Which I have since found an Etsy seller who does a wooden pumpkin, so I ordered one from her.
So I went into Dollar General looking for that. I didn't find that, but I found 4 hexagonal shelves things that you just put on the walls. I have not put them up yet because I'm a lazy bum. But I was like, these would be perfect to just put around the house if we need to put them somewhere, or if we can put them all in one place, that'd be cool. Because we have so many cross stitches that Karen has made, especially for her designs, that are just sitting around. She's also been a part of Biscornu swaps and just a lot of swap community meet and greet sort of things. So we have a lot of cross stitches that are just sitting, and I'd like to put them up on shelves so then they can be displayed, but at the same time out of the reach of the kids that come over, because when our nieces and nephews come over, especially the youngest one, soon to not be the youngest one, she's starting to walk and
she's almost 2.
Talk a little bit even. She's starting to run. Let's put it that way. She's been running for a while, but like she runs into things. Like she runs for the purpose of getting into something, and then she just leaves it almost immediately and runs to get into something else because she's 2. And so we need to start getting these things up out of the way. So then when the kids come over, I'm not worried about the cross stitches getting destroyed. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I got some shelves.
Yeah, so I was going to show those, but there's lots of haul. It's okay. So.
I mean, I could just get the camera and go over there. Mm-hmm. Show them our house.
No, our house is a disaster.
They get a tour! Oh, yeah, it's really bad right now. I'm in the middle of doing some other crafts and
I've been hurting all week, so I haven't done any cleaning. And I was going to do a bunch of cleaning on Monday.
We have people coming over day after tomorrow.
Oh, we do? Oh, yeah, we do.
So, yeah, we got to clean.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be gone this afternoon. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on right now. It's great. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Life is just life. So, speaking of life updates.
So, I was going to say, one of my sisters has started a YouTube channel. She's calling it Amateur Alice, and she's just basically going to be showing her trying things that she's not good at. So
or is new to.
Or new to, or whatever. So, like, she has, like, I think she has an intro video, and then she has one video out. And it's, like, this one was a video game. She's, like, wanting to try out video games, and she's going to try out crafts, and she's going to try out all sorts of things. Life skills, I think.
Which I think this is amazing because she's very much like Karen in the fact that she gets anxious about new or different experiences or things that like seem challenging, but to some other people might not be. Like we were talking about with the masks and stuff. Some people that's not challenging. Other people it is. And then there's a lot of drama behind it. And so Alice can kind of get anxious about that stuff. So I think it's awesome that she's trying these, and I like that she's looking at it from the lens of being an amateur, because one of her things, she wanted to stream video gaming, but she's like, I'm not as good as everybody else who does it, nor does she need to be. And I think this is awesome that she's taking this time to like, she's like, I'm an amateur, let me own this and make a channel for it. I think that's great.
Yeah, so I designed her logo for her, and I designed her banner thing for her YouTube channel, and I helped her with her design her end screen for her thing. So that was fun. I enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to watching her videos and watching her be an amateur, because I'm not as brave as her. I mean, I'm an amateur in some things, like all these cross-stitch stuff I'm doing, but I don't know that I could do that, what she's doing. But it's really cool, and I'm excited for her.
Anything else for you?
Other than that, life's pretty much been normal, other than my back was hurting, so I spent a lot of time cross-stitching this last week, not as much time doing some of the other things I need to do, like fully finishing.
Yeah.
But I did get a lot of cross-stitching done.
And I spent a lot of time burnt out. I don't know why, but I was just burnt out all week. But last weekend, I started working on one of Karen's brother's Christmas gifts. And I've completely screwed it up. And it's sitting across the table looking at me, going, fix me! And I'm like, I can't. Because like I royally screwed it up. And I've got to almost start from scratch. I've got to see what else I can do to salvage it. But that's been fun. It's not a cross-stitch thing. It's a woodworking thing. But I'm having fun with it. The wood is beautiful. I kind of want to see if I can figure out a way to save what I've got done. But I've been doing that. I've got... because it's Halloween, I'm going to be doing a tabletop role-playing game version of Vampire the Masquerade tonight at the game store. Well, this afternoon in about an hour. And so... that I've been frantically trying to figure out how to play Vampire the Masquerade, because I don't know. I do D&D. But I thought it'd be a cool Halloween one-shot thing to do to kind of just... It's vampires, and supposed to be the macabre, and very gothic. So I'm going to change. I'm not going like jolly me, because vampires, somber. They're very serious. So... there's that, and then I'm gearing up to do a whole bunch of other things. Yeah. Nothing really to report.
We did early voting, so that was... We're glad to have that done with.
We did vote, and I'm so glad it's over. I still hate seeing all the political ads, but I'm glad it's over.
And in another week, couple days, it'll all be over, and we'll live with whatever the results are.
Oh, gosh. I'm so scared either way.
It's okay. It'll all be okay. We've survived whatever has happened before, and hopefully good things will happen.
Like I keep reminding myself, there were times when people would have full-out shootouts on the Senate floor. We're not in those times. Oh, like, I don't know, I don't remember. It's like pre-Civil War or something. Like, there is a story of one senator or representative shooting another congressman.
That's just scary.
Yeah. But that's like... I don't know. I need to find that story and figure out when it was. But yeah, there have been worse times in our history.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll stop for you.
We'll survive. Yeah.
Happy! I cross-stitch to relieve my stress, not ramp up my stress.
Sorry. It'll all be over soon, is the point.
Wait, giveaway before we end. So...
on a happy note, I'm so glad I did laugh updates first now.
So I'm giving away a copy of my CrossStitch gift journal. So if you want a copy, just say you want it below. Don't say giveaway, and be over 18 so you can give me your address and be a subscriber. I mean, I don't check that, but...
And just in case you've forgotten in the time, it's got places for you to post a picture of the gift that you've given, and then write down all the details.
And it has the pattern for this picture on the front.
And it's got a pattern for the picture. It's got the floss that was used, the DMC equivalents, and space for you to, like, if you want to change the colors, for you to write down what colors you used. So, and I feel like I can do this because you give these away for free. The pages themselves, just so you know, they have a slot for you to put the recipient, who you gave it to, the date it was given, the reason it was given, like Christmas, birthday,
Biscornu
swap. The name of the pattern, the designer, the fabric, the floss used, modifications you've made, finishing it, and notes. So there's lots of information that you can write to kind of preserve the cross-stitching that you've done. So don't write giveaway, put, hey, I like the cross-stitch gifts journal, and we'll put you in the drawing for the giveaway.
And we should be back in 2 weeks. So that's November 13th, 14th. So I'll just check before the video to see who's entered, and I mean, I don't have a ton of people watching this video, so if you want it, your chances are pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's all.
Share, like, subscribe, tell all your friends about it. Yeah, other YouTuber cliches.
Yeah, we have our small corner, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So happy Halloween, happy stitching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye! Why am I weird?
I don't know.
Hello, FlossTube. This is going to annoy Karen. She's probably going to edit it out. But I thought we would have a little unconventional start to the day today. You're still... Oh, yeah, we have to, like, set the camera, too, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, zooming in.
That's good.
You don't want it to be closer on your face? I think it should be closer on your face.
My hair's still a mess.
Closer on your face, Karen. Closer on your face. Your hair is not a mess.
Okay, it feels like it's a mess.
My hair is a mess because I can see strands of it in my face, but I can't do anything because of this crown.